no. Oh, also, Twitch got an update.
Mm-hmm.
It looks nice.
I guess I should refresh. Hmm. It looks different.
It does.
I did hear that they made some rebrands. Death! Death is here! Hi, Death!
Fairy tales, maybe romance.
Huh?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. I don't see the game on the stream.
Oh. Oh, I was worried about that.
Why?
It wasn't showing up in the preview, but I wasn't sure if it just... Because I have the right window captured. And it shows up on Discord.
Technical difficulties.
Yep.
Don't you just love streaming and all of the stupidity that's around it? Because computers are the best thing ever. But how are you doing, Death?
We might not be able to do this game.
What?
Well, it's not showing up. And OBS says that the game capture is capturing that window. But as you can see, it's not there.
Try restarting the game?
Yes, we're working on it, Death. Sorry.
Yeah, we're
I will try restarting, but I've never seen this happen. And I have a strong suspicion that OBS might just not understand this particular game.
That would be annoying.
It would be. Would you be shocked, though? It's not exactly a common game for streamers.
Yeah, but there might be a way of... Yeah, but it should still detect.
Oh, it knows that the window's there. It's set to capture that window. But it's not capturing the right window. Let's see. If I do a weird thing and make this game with a small window full screen, maybe. I'm still not seeing anything come up. It's already set to capture any full screen application, so I don't know.
Cool.
Maybe we'll do a different game. Cause I don't think this one wants to work.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Death. We'll be right back. But I have to end the stream because I'm gonna have to change the settings and stuff.
I mean, we at least for the title, we can do that while it's going on.
Huh?
The title we can change whenever.
What do you mean?
Like what settings?
The game that it says we're playing?
Well, that you can change whenever.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you can change that whenever.
Were you even getting the music from the game?
Mm-hmm. I was getting it.
No, I mean in the stream.
Oh, that I don't know.
Okay, let's see. What other game can we play?
That says I hear the music.
Huh?
That said I hear the music.
I mean, that makes sense even if it wasn't capturing the video because it's my desktop audio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll stick it back in the... Actually, I'll make a new category for it later. Alright, well, what should we play instead? We can play Kitty Powers Matchmaker. That's not really a dating sim.
No, it's not.
We can play Dandelion or Nameless or Psychedelica of the Black Butterfly.
I don't know. I know a little bit about Dandelion. I don't know anything
Demon
about
Heart or Samurai Vampires
or Hustle Cat
or non-samurai vampires. That one's Chinese. I haven't played that one yet. Or I think I have technically like 2 minutes on my Steam log because I opened it once.
She has weird games, Dad.
I do. What's your point?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have a point?
You know, this us making this channel has only worsened my propensity for buying weird dating sims, right? Because now I'm like, oh yeah, this is just more material for us to play. Why the fuck do you think I got the I Love You, Colonel Sanders? We could play that. And if you don't say anything, I will put that on. Is this you agreeing? Are we gonna play the KFC dating sim? Or have you just dropped off the call now? You know, something tells me you may have dropped off the call because your bubble's lighting up, but Discord's not telling me you're saying anything. Hello?
Hello?
There you are.
I don't know. Discord is dumb. Why is computers dumb?
I don't know.
Because I could hear you. I was speaking.
Okay, I'm going to leave it on the we'll be right back screen, even though I'm not muting us while we figure out what game to play. What was the one? Oh, death suggested before a little lily princess.
Yes.
I don't own that, but technically I could buy it real quick.
You could.
Let me check how much it is. Oh. Right, I was gonna wait for a sale.
Sorry. I do not have any dating sims in my library to play.
You could get I Love You, Colonel Sanders.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. It's free.
It's too much money.
It's free. Alright, pick a number from, let's see, 1 to 15. In fact, Death should pick a number from 1 to 15.
Death should pick it, not
if
me.
Death is paying attention.
We'll see.
Yes. Hi, Death.
Yes. Yes is a perfect number. I love it. That is totally my number. Choices. 6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're playing something about dolls.
This okay.
Huh?
Said okay.
Hopefully this one works.
We will see.
Hopefully I installed it already.
You probably haven't.
I have. Probably in preparation for one of these.
Developed and presented by 체리츠.
Supported by 크로비돌.
배가 고파올 시간이군. 초콜릿이든 머핀이든 원하는 걸 말해.
I'm assuming that's the game.
Yes.
Okay.
There it goes. All right, we have a game.
Oh, there it is. Now can I see it?
Okay, I changed the things. Oh, the box is not set up right.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, it was uncentered and looked kind of cut off.
Yes.
And currently one dude's face is covered up by our logo.
Generic anime guys. Yeah, that.
I'm sorry, Death.
That does look like generic anime guys.
They're Korean anime guys. Is this one a waist? Yes. Okay, well, let's just try it.
Can I get the feed?
No, you'll just have to be really far behind on the stream.
I wouldn't put it past you, is the thing.
You say that, but I do want this to go well, you know. Okay. What's the name of your first doll?
I don't have a doll.
Lies.
Who do you think I am?
Someone with dolls.
No. What's the name of your first doll?
Great.
Go for it.
Yep. I mean, I'm pretty sure the name of the first doll I had was Barbie.
What? You didn't rename them?
No? Select a piece. Oh. Oh. Well, it doesn't let me select those two over here. So I guess I am selecting these. Oh, what's your name? Well, we named our first doll Murder. Yeah. Are you gone again, Sharky? Why do you keep getting muted?
Hello?
There you are again.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know, but every time I stop hearing responses from you, I kind of assume that you've gone mute.
Even though the mute button was not pressed.
I know. It still lights up your icon for some reason. It just, there's no more volume coming through.
I hate computers. Anyway,
Is
what's the
something
name
on your
of
end?
ourselves?
Huh?
What's the name of ourselves?
I don't know.
Well, if our doll's Murder,
Then what's our name?
I don't know. Just makes me think of the death and taxes joke.
Great. So our name is Taxes?
If you want,
Great.
it's Murder and Taxes.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay.
oh boy.
Just remember, you did this.
It's...
Oh, I don't know if MC is voiced in this.
Guess not. Go for it.
Here, you voice MC and I'll do the narrations. How's that?
Go for it.
Okay. Blinding white light fills my sight. My arms and legs feel lighter, and soon I feel my body hover.
Where am I? Maybe in a dream?
I gather the strength to walk forward despite my feet barely touching the ground. No matter how far I go, white space continues without end. I open my eyes but can't see or hear anything. I stop and look around.
This place is so pure and clean, but for some reason I feel sad.
This place, surrounded by glimmering white snow, is breathtakingly beautiful. But such extreme beauty can only belong in another world. I see
Also kind
something
of
blurred.
disgustingly white. It's just disgustingly like bright white.
I see something blurred far away. I couldn't see properly because of the glaring light coming at me from all directions. All I could make out was a tall person and another slightly shorter, and I hear my cat.
Meow. Meow.
Not my cat. Great.
What is with the ellipses?
Just imagine that you're half asleep. I'm sure you
I'm
are
always
anyway.
half asleep.
Huh?
I said I'm always half asleep.
Great, so talk like that.
Two people.
정말 그것으로 괜찮습니까? 을 믿는 건가요?
Who are they? What are they talking about?
대답과 행동이 맞지 않는군요. 좋습니다. 지금의 당신에게는 그것이 어울리니까요. 좋을 대로 하시죠. 단, 선택에 따른 결과는 모두 당신의 몫이라는 것만 기억해 주세요. 모든 것은 당신의 의지였다는 걸 잊지 마시길. 자, 그럼 이것을 받으세요.
The tall man hands over something. And the man who took it looked down for a while and slowly turned to my side. His lips seemed to move a little.
What? He seems to be talking to me.
Let's go a little closer. Suddenly, fierce wind started to rip through. The wind seemed to will me out of this place.
Hold on. Not yet. Wait. I haven't.
Along the wind, a myriad of feathers flew around and blocked my sight. I parted through the wind blowing towards me and made my way to him with all the strength I had.
Wait. Why is Oko-san here?
The moment I thought I finally reached him, I fell into a bottomless pit along with countless feathers.
When do we start playing Huddleful again?
I was woken up by the noisy alarm clock. Yes, I hear that. Thank you, game.
It's the morning. Ugh. But I think I was dreaming about something just until now.
Interesting. Pressing space doesn't make it go forward, but pressing enter does. I keep tracing my memory, but still fuzzy from sleep, I cannot remember. I don't dream often, so the feeling after having one feels strange. The most recent dream was... Right, it was then. It was when Grandpa died, about 3 years ago from now. The day I fell asleep, tired from remembering my grandpa who was no longer by my side, I had a dream about waking up to a peaceful morning with him. In my dream, I saw him smiling and waking me up as always, telling me, "You'll be late if you don't get up now." And the next morning, when I realized that his smile was all just a dream,
Oh no, this won't do. Let's just think happy thoughts in the morning.
anyways, it's definitely been a long time since I had a dream. I drew the curtains as soon as I got out of bed. The window was slightly wet from the rain last night, but as a result, the sky was incredibly clear.
Wow, the weather's so good today, Grandpa. Is today perfect to hang out the laundry?
I stare at the small framed picture on the desk. Hey look, it's Colonel Sanders! This house used to be the place where two people, my grandpa and I, used to live. He took care of me instead of my parents who went abroad for research. I listened to him more after I grew up because I'd lived with him since I was little.
So you saying that Colonel Sanders dating Sim is a prequel to this?
Yes.
His granddaughter moves and starts dating random guys? Most pictures are of Grandpa and I.
Grandpa's smile was in all the pictures pinned at the board above the desk. I cannot even begin to describe the amount of shock I received when he passed away from a chronic illness. Days passed by with me constantly passing out from crying so hard. Unable to bear seeing me like this, my parents suggested that I move to the States with them. But I shook my head. I didn't want to be a burden to their research, but more importantly, I couldn't leave this house. This house itself was full of memories I had with Grandpa.
얘가 고집을? 큰일이에요, 여보. 얘 자기 할아버지를 닮아서 한 번 고집 피우면 존재가 꺾지렸는데.
정말 괜찮겠니? 그러지 말고 함께 가자꾸나. 엄마 아빠 일이라면 걱정하지 마.
The research is making the 17 herbs and spices into 34 herbs and spices.
You have to really wonder why they named their child Taxes.
For the tax benefits.
Shouldn't it be called Tax Benefits then?
No, it's really fine. All my friends are here. I'm gonna graduate in Korea.
네가 정 그렇다면이야. 할 수 없구나.
As they commonly say, no parent can persuade a child otherwise. I saw them off and their disappointed smiles, and I became alone in this house.
Is that a common saying?
I don't know.
That's a common saying. That's news to me.
Maybe it's a common saying in Korea. Remember, this is a Korean game.
True.
The house is a bit too big to live in by myself. I slowly looked around the living room.
So she's gonna invite 5 guys to live with her.
No. In this game, the guys are dolls.
Okay, so she's gonna make 5 dolls that live with her.
I think she collects dolls that come to life with something like that.
And where does murder come into play?
Yes.
Grandpa, it's already been over a year. Time flies by really fast, doesn't it?
Yes, it's been 3 years, she said. Around the house, there are still many traces of him other than the pictures, because I haven't cleaned in 3 years.
I'm living to the fullest just by myself, so don't worry.
At first, I wasn't used to being alone, so every night I blankly stared inside the empty house. You should have listened to your parents. That sounds horrible for mental health.
Oh, that sounds like wonderful.
To just sit in the house mourning your grandfather every day
Okay,
doing
not
nothing.
the morning grandpa, but being in an empty house, that sounds wonderful.
Okay, but she chose to stay in the empty house not because she wants to be living alone. She chose it to keep mourning him.
Yeah.
Every time, it just made me feel more and more lonely. But now everything is alright. Because I have those kids. I see the desk muddled with diaries and pens. Because I keep multiple diaries. I have multiple personality disorder. And on the shelf next to it were my most cherished treasures. They are the joys of my life and my precious friends who gave me back my smile.
So, yeah, dandelion with dolls, got it.
I mean, dandelion was weirder since that was animals.
Yeah.
Although they did
Hey,
become humanized. Anthropomorphized? More than anthropomorphized. I don't know.
Hey everyone, had a good night's sleep? Mom's right. I really am a carbon copy of Grandpa.
I really
Did your
love
grandfather also collect anime boys? Dolls?
figurines.
I...
Look, I assume they're anime boy dolls because the whole game is drawn in anime style. But I think they're just supposed to be dolls. I don't think they're supposed to be anime dolls.
Okay, but like, still. Is that what
Unless
his
she's a
her
Barbie
grandpa-
girl in a Barbie world. All the boys are Barbie.
No, wouldn't the boys be Ken?
I don't know. I feel like some of them look more like Barbie. He really loved books, and it was his hobby to collect antique books. So the house always smelled of all kinds of books. And in my case, it was my hobby to collect dolls. Doll is the company that produced these dolls. I call it the company that gives dolls souls. The first day I got to know about Doll through the internet, I had this intense feeling. After that day, I started collecting the allowance my parents sent me. And finally, one day, as I desperately hoped for, I got my first doll. He died after I bought my first doll. That's when I devoted myself to collecting more dolls. Not only murder, but also illness, fatigue, scythe, sword, Grim Reaper, Ukyo, Deadpool. Collecting dolls became more important to my life because I was left alone in this huge empty house. I ended up getting 4 more dolls, and now I have 5 in total.
Which one was murder?
We'll find out soon, I think. They were quite expensive to buy for the average student, so I had to cut back on other expenses. Oh shit!
The doll murdered the grandpa!
I mean, the doll was named Murder, so... Murder murdered the grandpa! Also, wait, I had to cut back on other expenses. Did this girl stop eating so that she could buy more dolls?
No, she stopped buying new clothes or like going to school.
Alright, which is our favorite creepy looking doll?
Stop looking!
Yeah, she should really be going to school. Money was a bit tight from the expense, but I have 0 regrets.
Anyway, the new shoes should arrive today. I guess we got enough money because, like, we stopped buying dolls.
Oh no, these are doll shoes.
To whom should I put them on first?
Is her income all from taxes? Is that the reason?
From the 17 urban spices, she gets some income from that.
Also, I hope you realize that because we didn't go through any of the dolls, I don't know any of their names or anything.
Nope!
Which one is murder? I don't know!
We'll find out.
I straighten myself and stretch. The 5 dolls watch in silence, plotting how to murder me next. Although they are lifeless dolls, it has become a habit to talk to them like this, because I am also creepy.
Good, I don't need to censor it.
Uh-huh.
Darn, I'll be late. I have to get ready.
The clock was heading towards 8. Vroom! I picked up my uniform, sprawled on the floor, and was heading out the door when I suddenly halted. I hurried back to my room and said goodbye to the dolls.
Watch the house, everyone. I'll be back.
They said nothing in return, because they are dolls. But I said bye as if they were real people.
Is taxes okay?
No. Taxes need some therapy, I think.
Is murder gonna give him the therapy?
No, you know what Taxes needs? A break.
Made it.
I was able to make it on time after catching the last bus. I was in ruins after surviving the crowded bus, but all that matters is that I wasn't late.
I'm really going to wake up early starting from tomorrow. Otherwise I'll die like this.
I don't know, maybe if you didn't spend like 20 minutes walking around your empty house staring emptily at the living room thinking about your dead grandfather and then also talking to dolls, you wouldn't be late.
Yeah, and Kroby is written on the right side.
So they also own her school?
And she could have gone to the school because they owned it.
I pledge this every day, but I've never actually done it because the problem is not the time I wake up, it's the time I spend talking to dolls.
오호라, 오늘은 UFO가 동쪽에 떴냐? 머리카락 손질 좀 해. 하긴 매일 아침 그렇게 다양한 방향으로 머리 안테나를 세우는 것도 재주긴 재주다 얘.
Sounds like what somebody would say to me. Huh? Oh.
Sounds like your response.
Hi. Good morning.
I sit on my desk, pressing my stuck-up hair back to my head. She approaches the seat next to me. The way she sweeps her shiny, voluptuous curls or the way she drops her eyes reek of elegance. We have a crush on this woman.
I was about to say, are we bi?
All you have to see is her fearless voice and confident moves to notice her self-assured personality.
너도 좋은 아침.
It's a child.
그런데 밤마다 뭘 하길래 그렇게 매일 아슬아슬하게 지각을 면하는 거야? 너 혹시 나 몰래 남친이라도 만나냐?
Well, I do have doll boyfriends. Last night, I was so absorbed with taking pictures of the dolls that I went to bed at dawn.
안녕.
Wow. I hear another voice behind me. I turn around to see a girl with short, boyish hair right behind my back. Girls in the class stirred as they saw her standing slanted with her hands in her pockets.
Shinbi?
Something like that.
Hi, Shinbi.
I think it's Sui, Shinbi, and I. Sui, Shinbi, and Taxes
And
are
taxes.
called the trio in this class. Sui and Shinbi were childhood friends since they were little, and I became friends with them after I entered this academy. I never thought I'd be friends with them at first because of their gorgeous and showy looks. But then they decided to adopt me as the ugly friend.
How old are we?
I think she said 17. I don't know if that was before or after the 3 years, though. But I'm assuming it's before, because she seems to be in like a high school or something.
Yeah, at first.
그래서 말인데 넌 어떻게 생각해?
What? Sorry, I missed it. Say that again?
뭐야 사람이 얘기하고 있는데 너 또 그 멍 때리는 버릇 나온 거야? 됐어. 아무튼 이거 말이야 이거. 네가 보기엔 어떤 디자인이 나은 것 같아?
Sui handed me a magazine. Top 5 cute dresses in trend for girls.
All I see on it, it just says hot.
No, I think what I see on it is Shinbi. Is she a model? The girl's got the same hair.
Possible?
Oh wait, maybe that's what they're saying. The gorgeous model posing in a pretty dress looks familiar. The name of the model written at the bottom left of the page looks familiar too. Shinbi! Hey, I was right! Ever since Shinbi was cast, she has often missed classes for modeling work. Soi tells me she has a lot of fans and is quite popular nowadays. But Shinbi herself doesn't seem to be into those things.
그나저나 신비야 너 요새 잡지란 잡지에는 다 나오던데 힘들지 않아?
조금 그럭저럭 견딜만해.
I like how they could only draw her in one pose.
너도 참 고생이다. 그러니까 나처럼 그때 거절하지 그랬어.
Soya was beside Shinbi when she was cast, and Soya was offered too, but refused right at the spot. If you model, won't you be able to meet cute male models? I asked her why later on, and she replied like this.
아직 내공이 부족하구나 친구야. 모델은 아니야. 보기만 해서는 만족할 수 없다고. 내가 원하는 건 한 단계 높은 차원. 그래, 모델의 몸을 마음껏 만질 수 있는 디자이너 같은 게 더 좋지.
Gross. That's really gross. I feel like this game reads like it was written by straight men.
Maybe?
I feel like it was because we described her in such like a sexual way. Just so weird. I've never described like my friend's hair as voluptuous curls. But I feel like that's a thing that a guy who's attracted to her would say. After that, I didn't listen carefully.
Because all I cared about was my dolls.
오늘은 왜 잠잠한가 했다.
I don't know if that's more or less creepy than wanting to be a designer so you can touch the models as much as you want. Yes, Death. They described her hair like it was boobs, and I'm just like, what? Her hair boobed around too. She turned her head towards the flashlight. Why is there a flashlight? Oh, countless phones were flashing through the windows on the hallway. It's a sight that has become common due to Shinbi's rising popularity. Yes?
I'm so confused about this game.
Yes.
Everyone seems to have waited for this moment.
지난주에는 신비가 수업 들으러 자주 나오지 못했으니 더 극성인 거지. 나도 지난주에는 매점에서 만나서 겨우 인사만 했어. 야, 근데 넌 수업은 안 들을 거면서 그날은 왜 온 거야?
우유 사러.
She's got like cat eyes right here. Look at her face.
She's just like, I am unamused.
The level of like face palm, but cat style.
여기에서밖에 안 파는 게 있어.
Yup.
네. 아, 맞다. 매점 이야기가 나와서 말인데 나 아까 오전에 심장 떨어질 뻔한 일이 있었어.
A heart attack? Why?
아, 그게 말이야. 신비가 아침부터 딸기 우유가 마시고 싶다고 해서 둘이 매점에 가고 있었거든? 넌 아침부터 그걸 2개나 마시고 싶냐?
앞에 있어.
앞에 뭐가 있다는...
Murder!
아침부터 시끄럽군.
유진 선생님! 대체 그게 뭐예요?
아까부터 깨악 시끄럽다. 조용히 말해도 다 들려. 뭘 가지고 그렇게 호들갑이야?
피요! 온몸이 삐뚤어지잖아요. 그리고 손에 든 건 뭐예요? 설마 칼은 아니겠죠? 네!
So murder.
Murder! Murder!
응? 아, 이거 말인가? 소란 피울 거 없어. 이건 말이지. 자,
저리 치우세요! 이건...
그래, 케첩이다. 아침으로 햄버거를 먹으려고 했거든. 그런데 너무 커서 먹기 힘들어서 말이야.
So he cut it with a surgical knife that he's now licking ketchup off of.
That is incredibly unsanitary.
Right?
왜 그러고 서 있지? 아하, 너희도 먹고 싶어서 그런가? 좋아, 나눠주지.
No, thank
나를 따라
you.
양호실로 오도록 해. 나를 따라 양호실로 오도록 해. 그러고 보니 신비, 모처럼 이거 하니 너의 비볼에 대해 진지하게 얘기도 나누고 싶고.
I didn't know we were playing Hatoful.
My first response has been so far, why are we friends with these two?
I can see why we might be friends with Shinbi. Sui seems really prissy.
See, I'm like, I don't know how Shinpei would have time to be friends with you.
I mean, she only recently became a model, it sounds like. But you were friends with her before that moment?
True.
And, like, I guess you could text her and stuff, so that's, you know, more okay. But, I mean, currently, Mr. Eugene is...
It's just you.
Yeah, basically.
어머, 나 좀 봐. 나 다이어트 하고 있었지. 그럼 저희는 가볼게요. 선생님, 아디오.
Adio? Oh, she's Yuya! Wow, we really are playing Hot of
잠깐.
So wait, who is a Shinpei?
You're right. Soi is, Sakuya.
Yes.
And I still don't know who Shinpei is! I would say Ryota, but she seems a lot less perky.
Yeah.
Peppy.
난 진짜로 심장이 떨어질 뻔했다니까. 왜 아침부터 햄버거를 먹다 그 난리를 치냐 이거야. 그리고
Soi punched the table. Poor table.
대체 왜 음식 자르는데 수술용 나이프를 쓰냐고. 여기는 대체 비품 관리를 어떻게 하는 거야? 으이, 정말 처음에 얼굴만 보고 설렜던 내가 미쳤었지.
What's that like?
I don't know.
Now I also have the same expression as Taxis.
Weren't you looks all that mattered?
무슨 소리야. 잘생긴 외모는 사랑을 시작하기 위한 조건일 뿐이야. 진정한 사랑을 위해서는 그 다음이 중요해. 잘 들어. 외모는 기본적으로 통과해야 할 관문이라고. 두 번째 관문은 정상인일 것. 양호 선생의 경우엔 두 번째에서 탈락이야.
What?
Okay.
What?
I don't know. I nod. I agree that he's not normal.
그리고 세 번째 관문은 뭔지 알아?
I don't think I wanted out.
Something tells me she's gonna say something about money.
What is it?
바로 매너야, 매너. 하지만 네 번째 관문을 통과하지 못하면 이 모든 게 소용없는 법. 네 번째 관문은
Sui's eyes glimmered.
바로 능력이지. 하지만 이건 역시 다섯째 관문을 통과하지 못하면 잘 구운 스테이크에 간장을 뿌려대는 것과 마찬가지야.
No. I just hope that someone manages to pass all those gates before she becomes a wrinkly grandmother. Except she can't become a wrinkly grandmother because she won't have anyone to have kids with to become a grandmother
Adoption.
if no one passes all the gates.
Adoption.
I guess so.
그러고 보니
But, I mean, could you see this girl, like, doing housework and shit? No.
No. No.
So I don't think she'd adopt.
Yeah?
양호 선생이 너 찾고
That was
있던 것
not you.
같은데.
Oh. Why did it show my picture? That was weird. What?
맞다. 그러고 보니 너 오면 양호실에 들르라고 했었다.
Oh, so he can kill me? Hello?
Hmm?
Oh, okay. What? Thanks for telling me so quickly.
그럴 수도 있지 뭐. 보건위원 잘 다녀오시게. 건투를 비네.
Alright, alright. Thank you.
I stood up weakly. As I walked, drowned in my thoughts, I quickly arrived in front of the infirmary.
Should listen to, how do you pronounce it? Sui?
Something like that.
And stop staring at nothing.
I mean, I'm saying it that way because I assume her name isn't Soy.
I mean, it could be.
I'm not as familiar with Korean pronunciation, but I'm gonna say that her name is probably not Soy.
No, it's probably not.
Tap both my cheeks with my hands.
You looked for.
아, 베아트리체. 이 아름다운 4번 척추의 자태를 보라지. 아, 베아트리체. 어째서 넌 이렇게도 매혹적인 걸까?
I think this screen cap here was one of the images on the Steam store.
Death has my reaction right now.
Same. The handsome guy was embracing a skeleton model and ardently confessing his love in the morning. Is he handsome? I don't know if I agree with that one.
I wouldn't agree with that one. He's so good looking. What a shame. He's fondling a skeleton.
What a shame these girls are ridiculous enough to care if he's good looking or not.
Well, that's just the first game.
There are more than a few people who are blessed with good looks but miserably fail at using them.
Would others think that, like... Would others think like this of me playing with dolls?
Yes.
Let's make sure no one knows.
My belief that some hobbies should remain a secret was not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Yushin, I heard you asked for me?
He looked at me with bitter eyes for interrupting their private quality time. I don't want to know what he does. He looks
What?
dandy as always. Just the looks.
아, 학생이군. 부른 지 한참 된 것 같은데 이제야 온 건가?
He had me run errands that often, but still doesn't know my name.
He doesn't know the name of most kids. Oh, but he did seem to remember Sui and Shibi's names. Probably because they're pretty?
Or because they were screaming. Well, just so he was screaming. And
It
she's
should be.
famous now.
Doesn't seem like the type to be screaming.
Yeah, but she's famous now, so I mean, maybe that's also helps with name recognition. Of course, his idea of beauty is a bit different from those of others.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
뭐 좋아. 저기 있는 녀석을 준비실로 옮기도록.
He pointed at the upper body anatomy model he frequently used during classes in which we don't learn anatomy, apparently.
His name was, I think, Christopher?
Whenever I ran errands, he often told me all kinds of stories. One of them was about Christopher. Christopher is apparently Beatrice's half-brother. Why do I feel like these are not made-up people? Mr. Eugene is honestly annoyed with him, but he takes care of him because Beatrice adores him. Such a tear-jerking story.
I don't... I've lost all words.
I think that this is Shu, except if Shu kept partial bodies of the people he killed and then used them as props for teaching, even though there's apparently no anatomy class.
I don't think I can carry this alone.
Although the model was just the upper body, it was too heavy for a girl to carry alone. Because girls can't carry anything, you know. I picked the model up in quite an unattractive pose.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't give me a single glance, despite me struggling to pick it up.
Well, Mr. Yushin, I'll be heading out.
베아트리치. 넌 어찌 이렇게 아름다운 견갑골을 가지고 있는 거지?
Okay.
I should close the door when I head out.
Some kids who were passing by heard his voice through the open door and started whispering. Some argued that it didn't matter because he looks cute.
Is this how life works? Some things
I
don't matter
hope
because
not.
people are cute.
I hope not. This is how people get murdered.
If I'm not to ruin my life with just one choice, I would quit thinking that.
Someone else said that he's too creepy and asked if he's not crazy.
I agree.
I agree too. Heavy? Christopher, I mean, this model was indeed too heavy for a girl to carry. The only reason why I can manage to carry it is because my trained arm muscles are used to carrying 2-kilogram dolls every day. Those are heavy. They looked really fucking small for being 2 kilos. 2 kilo dolls? They looked Barbie sized. What?
Ugh. So many boys pass by, but no one even looks.
Because we need a man to carry things for us, thank you.
Exactly.
No one notices me because I'm too ordinary anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Things would be different for Soi and Shinbi.
They're made of star cores.
Soi would have shoved the boys around like a queen. And for Shinbi, girls would have volunteered to help.
No, the dolls are made of the dead bodies that we use to make them.
We're not the murderer, I think. I smirked at imagining all that. I don't really feel bitter, though.
Yes, you do.
I agree, too, that their looks attract people.
Is this how people think?
They're made of star cores. Perfect. Yes, great.
Is this how people think?
You know, my lawyer friend has said things before about, like along these lines. But it sounds like such a high school attitude kind of thing, like an immature, younger perspective. But I guess this character is in like high school or so. So I guess maybe that's more forgivable, even though I don't think the writers were saying it to mimic a high school outlook. I think the writers may have just wrote it to write it that way.
But it feels so weird to be like... So... She is bitter that, like, no one's looking at her.
Just a bit.
But, wait, recess?
Oh, they mean like a break.
Okay.
I would chalk
So-
that one up to bad translation.
Also, who gets a break?
In between classes or something?
Maybe.
Like just time before or between classes?
When you're running. Oh, for us, when you're running to other classes.
Did you read the line
Oh,
already?
no. What?
Did you read the line already?
No.
That's what I thought.
Oh, no. Recess will be over soon. I should hurry up. I'm here. Guys, I'm back. I'm tired.
Throw myself into the sofa without even taking my uniform off. As I bury myself in the comfy sofa, I felt as if all my sore muscles were screaming.
Same.
Same.
My shoulders. Tomorrow I'm definitely not going, even if Mr. Eugene asks for me. All I do is suffer.
I turned around on the sofa. As usual, I blankly stared at the ceiling.
There's so much to do, but I don't even want to move a finger.
I have to take out the trash and wash my uniform, but I don't want to move at all.
I overworked myself today.
I ran in the morning, so I wouldn't be late. I carried around a heavy model, and I even survived the hellish cafeteria during lunch. I just want to rest and sleep like this.
What happens during cafeteria that makes it hellish?
I don't know. But the list of chores kept swimming in my head, so I couldn't just stay still.
I can't just lie down like this.
Let's finish cleaning quickly, and then lie down. Gathered my sluggish strength and stood up. And then I took a nap. I want a nap. This house Grandpa left me was too big to live by myself.
Oh, that's fair.
That would be fair. An educator and a book lover, Grandpa had many books. He moved to larger and larger houses to keep all those books, and eventually settled in this mansion.
So we're living in a mansion alone.
Filled with books.
How are we? Okay, never mind. When Grandma was alive, they often fought over those books.
How are we what?
How would anyone be paying for that?
They already own the house.
Okay, but like electricity.
I don't think she's paying rent. And she seems to be getting money from her parents.
True.
I don't know how much, but
Again, they must be Colonel Sanders' children.
yep. Colonel Sanders, who loved books. And books and books and books.
Yes, she wouldn't be paying rent because, like, it's her grandfather's house. She would just be living there. It would be more like the electricity,
Like
the
utilities.
bills and all that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess her parents are sending her money and they're probably automatically paying utilities and stuff too, I guess. I don't know.
I better be wealthy.
Yes, these very wealthy researchers.
For
Yep.
KFC.
Huh?
For KFC.
No, they're researching abroad, and KFC
Yes, the
was by
States.
Colonel Sanders in Korea.
I already read the line, by the way.
Even I never saw all the books in the house, and there were rooms I couldn't enter because of them. Thanks to them, cleaning was always difficult. But I have no intention of throwing them away. Even if Grandpa passed away, since his memories are in those books, they are precious to me as well.
Did she just say that there are rooms filled with books? So many books that she can't even open the door?
Maybe?
Or like are the rooms locked and she can't enter them?
I was hoping it was the latter.
I don't know, to me it sounded like the former.
It sounds like the former, but I'm hoping it's the latter.
Shall we start with the living room?
I took off my uniform and got the vacuum cleaner.
Huh? Was someone expected? Who is it?
택배입니다.
Delivery? Oh, I was expecting something.
Thank you.
For her doll addiction. Yeah, look at how small those dolls are. How are those 2 kilos?
Star cores, dead bodies, could be a lot of things.
As soon as I got the package, I headed to my room.
Stuffed with, drugs. They're just stuffed with pot.
I feel like that still wouldn't make them 2 kilos. Pot is leaves.
And a ball of lead. Yay, I've been waiting for this a long time.
Is that why the dolls are so expensive?
Because of the pot? Probably.
No, the crack. Pot's not that expensive, I think.
I wouldn't know.
I mean, I'm assuming just because it's so prevalent.
I have never purchased any of them, so I wouldn't know.
Maybe I should check at one of the dispensaries around me that I've never been to. I think my coworkers were asking about it yesterday.
For what?
Huh?
What'd you just say?
I think my coworkers were talking about it yesterday.
What, the price?
No, just smoking.
Oh.
Apparently, one guy goes there so often that he gets really great treatment by the clerks and is known to all of them, and they're just like, yes, hello, come in, and shows him lots of attention.
To make him spend his money.
Did you read the line already?
Yes.
In the box was a splendid handmade suit and a pair of black boots that
Didn't
cost
you just say it
probably...
was shoes?
Huh?
She said they were new shoes. Where did the suit come from?
Yes. Look, if you get new shoes, you have to also get the suit, I guess. They were no bigger than my hands, but were as intricate as those of humans. You know, I think the way this is drawn and the way that it's described are very different scales.
Yes.
Like, if the shoes are the size of her hands, then I'm like, oh yeah, I could see a doll that size maybe being 2 kilos. But
They look
the way
tiny.
huh?
The way they're drawn are tiny.
The way they're drawn, they look Barbie-sized.
Yeah. Well, I can always clean later. Now they have to dress up new dolls.
Doll fans have different priorities from normal people. If you buy something new, you naturally have to set everything else aside and try it on the doll and take pictures. You lay down the dolls from the shelf and try this and that on them.
Pretty as expected. The wait was worth it.
The room quickly turned into a mess while I dressed the dolls into pretty clothes. I long forgot I had been cleaning just a while ago.
She has a problem.
I think this is called an addiction. I drown my own thoughts as I look around the room full of doll props. Other people will find it strange that I play with dolls, even though I'm not a child. If they see a grown-up student still collecting dolls, they'll think she's juvenile. And if they find out the dolls are quite expensive, they'll think it's more bizarre. I don't think I'm weird. I have no desire to be understood by others. Sometimes it gets a bit uncomfortable and lonely, but I don't have much problem with making excuses like now. But if there's one thing that bothers me, it's not being able to tell my friends.
Sui and Shinbei would never guess this side of me. Shinbi.
I thought of the friends who are always by my side. I put the dolls on the shelf and plopped down on the bed.
Hey guys, if I tell Sui and Shinbi the truth, what would they say?
Shinbi.
Shinbi.
Shinbi would just be like, ah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna attempt to mimic Sui.
No.
The dolls silently look at me.
Well, I've gotten this far anyways.
Mm-hmm.
All I have to do is keep up like this.
I stretch as far as I can on purpose to shake off all the worries. After stretching my muscles, I suddenly feel the fatigue flood over me.
I have to finish cleaning.
Why are some of the ellipses up top and some of them are below?
It's too loud.
I unconsciously grope for the alarm clock by the bed. What a choice of words.
That's the worst word choice.
It's 5 a.m. It was long before the alarm rang.
Oh, this is me. I must have fell asleep.
I slowly get up from the bed.
Must have really overworked my body yesterday. My shoulders still hurt.
I felt stiffer than usual for waking up early.
So noisy in the morning. Should I sleep more?
What noise? Anyways, is there construction going on around the house? Why is it so noisy today? What? Wait, this sound. Is it coming from the kitchen?
아, 배고파. 굶어 죽기 일보 직전이라고. 이러다가 세상을 구하기도 전에 나부터 죽겠다. 너도 배고프지? 그렇지?
네. 저도 조금요.
야, 우리 그냥 시켜 먹으면 안 되냐? 돈은 내가 그 녀석 지갑에서 가져올게. 아까 TV 보니까 엄청 맛있어 보이는 게 나오던데. 그게 뭐라더라? 짜장.
짜증면.
조용히 좀 하십시오. 예의 없다는 것을 그렇게 티내고 싶습니까? 지갑을 가져오겠다니 이건 완전히 도둑이 따로 없군요.
뭐 임마? 도둑이라니? 지금 정의의 용사 보고 도둑이라고 했냐?
Yep.
저기요. 너무 크게 떠들면 마스터가...
이 녀석이 지금 날 도둑으로 몰잖아. 야, 잘 들어. 난 어디까지나 돈을 가져온다고 했지 훔쳐온다고는 안 했어.
그게 그거지 뭐가 다릅니까?
다르지. 애초에 그 녀석은 말이야 우리한테 뭘 사주는 걸 좋아했다고. 그러니까
두 사람 다 목소리가 너무 커요. 이러다가 마스터가 깨겠어요. 안 그래도 어제 저녁에 피곤해 보였는데.
그래, 너희들 다 귓가에서 소리 지르지 좀 마. 난 저혈압이라고. 그리고 난 시켜먹는 음식은 반대야. 어째 자연스럽게 내가 요리를 한 게 되어버린 것 같은데? 좋아. 그리고 유리, 그녀 앞에서 투정 부리는 모습은 자제하지 그래? 안 그래도 놀란 눈치인데.
man in an apron called Te raises the ladle and points at me.
저기 보고 있잖아. 어?
I hope the one named Red is ironically not the one with red hair. That would be great.
I was gonna joke it's the one that was wearing red.
I hope it's the one with the white silver hair. That'd be funny. All eyes turned on me at once.
Wait, look at our eyes in the background.
You know, it looks like she has cat ears.
Are you saying that we're just a cat?
I'm saying that this is the sequel to Dandelion, and so we're actually like half cat or something. Maybe her parents are the ones from Dandelion. Or like the people from Dandelion. Well, people and animals. So, what is happening right now? The man in the apron and bandana, holding a ladle, looks like Te. The frowning man sitting at the table with his finger on his forehead is a carbon copy of Lance. The young man scratching the back of his head with an apologetic face had the same hair color as Red. The one calmly sitting at the table with his two hands gathered on his knees had Yonho's eyes. The tall one was smoothing out the facial mask on his face. Is it really Yuri? But wait, isn't that hairband mine?
아, 마스터. 죄송해요. 저희가 아침부터 조금 시끄러웠죠.
Hey, look, it's Yusung.
I wonder why.
A kid who looked like Yonho and I made eye contact. Master?
아, 그래. 레드워 란스는 반성해. 아직 밥이 되려면 조금 더 걸릴 텐데.
Please don't say Red is
일어났으니
the one with the
일단
temper.
여기 앉아 있을래?
내가 뭘 어쨌다고 그래. 먼저 시비를 걸어온 건 저 녀석이었다고. 아침에 저 녀석 깨우는 것도
I mean,
못하게 하더만.
are you surprised?
시비야 시비가.
No, but I was hoping it would be the opposite.
I was really hoping it'd be the silver-haired guy, yeah.
그건 당신이 침대에 그대로 뛰어들려고 했으니까. 됐습니다. 남에게 피해를 줘놓고선 착각이 없군요. 어쨌거나 저희가 깨웠다면 미안합니다.
Okay. So the shiny one is named Lance. Okay. The one who looks like Lance slightly bowed his head to me.
마침
Does he have a
잘
Dragonite?
안 그래도 물어볼 것이 있었는데. 이 집에 음이온이 나오는 헤어드라이기는 없는 거야?
All soft and fuzzy like a squirrel. I think I'm dreaming a lot lately. Am I getting weak? I pinch my eyes, or my cheek, with my eyes still on the boys in front of me. Sorry. I'm really tired.
I
wanna nap.
pinched my eyes.
Yes. I want to
Also,
nap.
who describes a squirrel as soft and fuzzy?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody describe a squirrel that way.
It hurts.
Well, pinching your eyes would hurt.
Pinch the other side too. For equal eye damage. It hurts twice as much.
아침부터 자학하는 건 거기까지만 해. 정신 차리고 얼른 준비하지 않으면 늦을 거야.
야, 내 말 듣고 있어? 이리 와. 내 옆자리 비었어. 같이 먹자. 너 맨날 대충 먹거나 아예 안 먹고 그냥 나갔지?
He has spikes on his jacket.
Same. I wish.
그래요, 마스터. 집에 와도 빵으로 때우기 일쑤고. 마스터는 가뜩이나 허약한데 먹는 것도 부실해서 전 정말 항상 걱정이었어요.
자, 어린 양들의 걱정이 이만저만이 아니니 얼른 와서 앉아. 아니면 내 무릎 위에 앉을래?
No thanks. The tall man drags me towards the table. Is this me or you?
Go for it. Does have my name.
Yeah, but it has the picture. I think it's
Doesn't
you.
matter. Huh?
그 멍한 표정은 뭡니까? 그런데 식탁에 앉을 거라면 적어도 옷 정도는 갈아입는 것이 어떨까요?
The fuck are these clothes they're wearing? How much money does she spend on these ugly ass clothes for her dolls?
No, they're pretty clothes.
Fugly. The silver-haired boy who looks exactly like Lance spoke to me.
I'm still wondering where his Dragonite is. What?
식탁 예절이란 게 있지 않습니까? 아무리 집이라도 어느 정도 예의는 갖춰 주시면 좋겠는데요. 괴상한 옷을 입고 있는 건 저기 있는 텅 빈 빨간 머리로 족합니다.
He's got weird hair. He's got like the bowl cut bangs.
임마, 내 옷이 왜?
I just look at Fred and I'm just like, why is Seven here?
No. Seven has like gold colored eyes.
Yes, because the eyes are what's important.
Huh? I mean, Seven also doesn't dress like this. Look at this shirt. It's like someone took like a plaid shirt and then cut it weirdly and put it on top of a beige shirt. And why is his belt sticking open?
Aesthetic?
And why does he have like half suspenders?
정말로 몰라서 묻습니까? 그렇다면 사과드리죠. 제가 당신을 과대평가했군요.
이건 내가 정의의 용사임을 나타내는 증거야. 그리고 내 머리는 잘 붙어 있는데 무슨
잠깐만요, 레드. 아무리 흥분했어도 식탁을 엎지는 마세요.
다들 배가 고프니까 성질이 급해지는군. 자, 여러분 식사 나왔습니다. 오, 의외로 꽤 괜찮은 디스플레이잖아, 테이. 센스가 좋아. 마음에 들어. 고마워, 유리. 너한테 센스를 칭찬받으니 우쭐해지는걸? 자, 많이 만들었으니까 어서들 먹어.
마스터, 여기 앉으세요.
Okay. Why are you smiling?
이렇게 나란히 앉아서 마스터와 아침을 먹게 되다니 꿈만 같아서요.
The cute kid resembling Yonho handed me a spoon. And then he wrapped his small soft hands around mine.
항상 날 쓰다듬어주던 이 손을 이렇게 쥘 수 있다니. 마스터, 이게 꿈은 아니겠죠?
So weird. And his clear and bright eyes were pure happiness. This kid, he is so lovely. I unconsciously hold up my hand and stroke his head. His soft hair twining around my hand felt good. It's so weird. This really isn't a dream. Yeah, it really isn't a dream.
The writing of this is what? 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 This isn't a dream?
어?
I suddenly stood up. Yunho shrank back in fear, and my chair fell down with a bang.
아, 어쩐지 침착하다 싶었는데 역시 이렇게 되는구나.
His clothes look relatively normal. I think he's the only relatively normal looking one.
I don't remember what Yuri looks like. You guys, what the heck? Who are you?
너 알고 있는 거 아니었어? 좋아. 그럼 지금부터 내 소개를 하지. 잘 들어. 난 지구를 지키는 정의의 용사. 그 이름도 찬란한 레드야. 이 무리에서 대장을 맡고 있지.
Red? Those close to the name Red. My doll Red?
맞아.
So you're saying you're that doll?
그렇다니까.
No, wait, shut up!
왜 말도 안 돼? 맞다니까. 왜 안 믿어주는 거야?
But it's all moving, coming to life. How am I supposed to believe that?
저 녀석이 우리의 대장이란 말엔 동의할 수 없지만 우리가 당신의 인형인 것은 맞습니다. 그러니까 진정하세요.
그래, 놀란 마음은 이해가 되지만 진정해. 옆에서 연우가 울기 일보 직전이라고.
Oh, wait, I take it back. His shirt underneath the jacket's also really weird. Like, really weird.
Does this company know how to draw normal looking clothes?
The boy, still coward and stiff, was about to break into tears. He looked at me with his wet eyes and spoke to me.
저는 우리가 사람이 되면 마스터도 기뻐하실 거라 생각했는데 아니었어.
Wait, that's not it.
마이 허니, 난 마이 허니의 모든 면을 사랑하지만 어린아이를 울리는 건 받아주기가 힘든걸? 그러니까 이제 그만 연우를 달래주는 게 좋겠어.
Why are you talking about comforting kids? And look, his clothes are also weird. Although they're more K-pop weird, but like, still.
Again, does this company know how to draw normal clothes?
This company like Chariots, or this company like the doll company?
Yes.
Because Chariots knows how to draw normal clothes.
I don't think they did it this time.
MC draws, like, or is wearing somewhat relatively normal clothes. And I think Dandelion has mostly normal clothes.
Mostly normal.
Mostly. I mean, some of it is like fantasy, but...
Comfort the child.
What? What?
연우도 그만 뚝 하고. 지금 머릿속이 복잡한 건 알겠는데 일단 식사 먼저 하는 게 어때? 모처럼 만든 아침이 식어가고 있잖아.
I see steaming hot soup and glossy rice on the table. Ever since Grandpa died, I haven't seen such a well-prepared breakfast table.
Even myself afterwards, I just couldn't be bothered to eat breakfast.
Ever since living by myself, I rarely ate rice and just bought bento boxes or bread from convenience stores. Convenient stores, yes, okay. So I'm also not used to eating breakfast with this many people. Yeah, a lot of people. And what's more, a lot of boys. Wait.
Huh?
I suddenly stood up again. And I check how I look. Even if I ignore the messy hair disheveled from sleep, my clothes were disastrous. My pajamas were a ridiculously juvenile bear print dress I had bought on the street 5 years ago. There were even holes here and there. And inside the pajamas, braless. Aspiring to be a free soul, I always took off my underwear at home and enjoyed living by myself.
actually look like this in front of these five?
No way!
오늘은 아침부터 정말 활기차다.
After panicking for a while, I quickly went back to my room to change into better clothes and came back to the living room.
그리고 나서 이렇게 사람의 모습이 돼 있었어.
After I came back, Red explained to me what had happened.
So what are you trying to say? That you were on the shelf until yesterday, woke up to find yourself a human being? How?
그러니까 지금 말했잖아. 갑자기 뭔가가 탁 튀어나왔거든. 그랬더니 이렇게 팍 하고.
I had no idea what he was saying.
말을 해도 꼭 무식이 철철 흘러 넘치는 설명이네요.
야, 내가 뭐? 그러는 너는 아냐? 우리가 사람이 된 이유 말이야.
그걸 대답할 수 있는 사람은 이 중에 없어. 나도 우리에게 정확히 무슨 일이 일어난지는 잘 모르겠고. 다만 레드 말대로 무언가가 우리 몸에 닿았던 느낌은 기억하고 있어.
That sounds creepy.
It was Soe trying to be a designer for them.
That
저도
sounds creepy.
기억해요. 그게 닿자마자 밝은 빛에 휩싸였고 그 후에 눈을 떠보니 이렇게 사람의 몸을 가지게 되었어요.
결국 아무도 우리가 사람이 된 이유는 대답하지 못한다는 거라고. 그래도 이것 하나는 확실해.
His expression looks creepy. He looks so sleazy.
Yeah, kinda.
Yuri walked towards me with his long legs.
사람이든 아니든 우리의 주인은 너, 바로 너라는 거지. 하나밖에 없는 나의 주인이.
I feel like he's being flirty, but he just mostly looks and sounds sleazy. Yuri raised my chin as he spoke.
Punch him. Okay, but wait, where does murder come in on this?
I don't know.
Wait, hold on. We named our first doll, right?
Mm-hmm.
We bought our first doll right before Grandpa died.
Mm-hmm.
We bought 4 more.
Mm-hmm.
So one of these should be our first doll.
Mm-hmm.
I am confused.
Yes.
Up close, he's really so cute.
That's your thinking?
What?
I accidentally spoke my mind while blankly staring at him. Luckily, Yuri seemed to have missed it.
방금 뭐라고 하지 않았어?
Yuri raised my chin and pulled my face towards his, because of course we said it towards the person who was almost definitely the most dangerous to say it to. He was not as small as he was when he was a doll, thank you, Captain Obvious. My heart started pounding to see such a beauty up close. And he's not just a beauty, he's a man! This is so absurd.
I'm just like eternally face palming. It was nothing.
Shake off his hand. Yes. Man. I shake off his hand at this thought. Now that I think about it, Yuri is first and foremost a man. No, actually, he's first and foremost a doll that came to life. Your priorities were straight when you thought that way. Oh, God. Fuck you. I've never been this close to a guy other than Grandpa and Dad. After being aware of this, my heart started to beat faster. My face is probably red too,
No, right over
Cooties!
there.
I've been infected with cooties. This is embarrassing.
깜짝이야. 마이 허니 부끄럼 타는 거야?
I was just surprised.
Harry seemed to put on a serious face, but soon shrugged it off and came back to his usual self.
But there's something odd.
뭐죠?
That murder isn't among you.
Mm-hmm. If you guys are the dolls, then what are those? All the dolls in my room are where they were before.
I point towards my room. I checked with my own while getting dressed. On the shelf were 5 dolls, as usual.
그건 우리도 잘은 모르겠지만 본체는 그대로인 것 같아. 다시 말해 지금 여기 이렇게 서 있는 우리는 저 인형의 영혼 같은 존재라고 할 수 있지.
So what happened if we broke one of the dolls?
I was gonna say, what happens if you change their clothes? Did the guy's clothes also magically change when she puts the new clothes on them?
Maybe.
That'd be really funny.
The soul?
Of dolls.
그래. 저기에 있는 인형은 껍데기일 뿐이야. 진짜 우리는 여기 이렇게 서 있고.
인형 속에 있던 의식이 사람의 모습으로 구체화된 것 같습니다.
That consciousness, what? I can't understand what he means. Knowing what I'm thinking, Lance frowned a bit and started to explain more.
간단히 말하자면 인형 속의 영혼이 인간의 몸으로 변했다는 겁니다. 물론 그 이유는 알 수 없고요.
Dolls don't have souls, though. What kind of fantasy is that?
But don't you remember that the doll company, something about souls, dolls with souls? So now that they're human, the dolls are useless?
They're still dolls.
아니, 비록 껍데기이긴 하지만 본체는 본체인 것 같아. 그래서 무슨 일이 있어도 조심해야 할 것이 있어.
Be careful of what?
본체에 상처가 나면 우리 몸에도 상처가 나요.
Well, that answers your question.
Yeah! Why?
말 그대로지. 어떤 원리인지는 모르겠지만 본체에 위협을 가하면 우리한테도 영향이 오는 모양이야.
Did you guys like test this out while we were sleeping?
Maybe.
Like,
Maybe
how do
broke
they
one of
know
their
this?
arms. Because of the magic.
레드를 바늘로 찔러서 테스트해봤으니
Oh, they did! Alright, so the dolls are not useless. They are now voodoo dolls.
Lovely.
야, 그건 테스트가 아니라 고문이었다고. 하기 싫다는 나를 양팔로 잡아서 너희들이 잔인하게.
He scowled and buried his face in his hands as if recalling something horrendous. So, my dolls have come alive and are standing right in front of me. Is this it? This is real and not a dream? Lance was staring at me, and our eyes met.
Why?
멍청한 표정을 짓고 있어서요. 당신한테 어울리기는 합니다만.
This one's an asshole.
What? Stupid.
Are you really my doll? What happened to the Prince Charming I'd imagined? Who is this jerk in front of my eyes? I've come to realize that these 5 boys are very different from what I had pictured. Especially Lance. Talking with my dolls was something I've always dreamt of. I was indeed a bit disappointed at their cold attitudes.
우리가 왜 갑자기 이런 몸을 가지게 됐는지, 이것이 일시적인 현상인지 아닌지 어느 하나 정확한 것을 알 수 없기 때문에 지금부터 섣부른 행동은 금물입니다.
As he finished his words, Lance looked at me. I just sat there listening to what he was saying and stared blankly at those unrealistic moving lips.
갑자기 우리들이 나타나서 당황했겠지만 그래도 일단은 당신이 우리의 오너이니 다소 불편함이 있더라도 당분간 참아주셨으면 합니다.
You know, somehow I feel like that didn't sound like. At least for now.
No, it didn't sound that way to me.
상황이 정리되면 이 집을 나가는 방법을 모색해 보도록 하겠습니다.
왜? 난 나가기 싫어. 저 녀석이랑 같이 살고 싶다고. 사람이 되면 하고 싶은 게 얼마나 많았는데. 야, 너도 그렇지?
오, 대범한 발언을 하는데 레드. 순진한 얼굴을 하고서는 제법 은큼하단 말이야. 역시 젊은 게 좋고.
Says the sleazy one.
저도 마스터와 함께 있고 싶어요. 마스터는 우리들의 주인님인데 따로 산다는 건 말이 안 된다고 생각해요.
연호야, 진정해. 손에 힘도 풀고. 아무도 널 여기서 나가라고 하지 않았어.
Yunho slightly relaxed at Tae's words.
이 모습이 언제 사라질지 모르는데 다들 참 태평한 소리를 하는군요. 다들 머리가 비었습니까? 아, 그러고 보니 헤드안은 원래 비어 있었죠.
그건 너도 마찬가지잖아.
자자, 그만두래. 집에 머물지에 대해서는 집주인의 의사가 제일 중요하잖아.
Tae approached me.
부담이 될 건 알고 있어. 하지만 여기에 머물게 해주면 안 될까? 우린 너밖에 모르니까 말이야.
Huh? But
His soft and sincere voice melts my ears. Tae is exactly as I had imagined.
사실 난 저 녀석들을 쫓아버리고 우리 둘이서만 살자고 하고 싶지만 일단은 나도 부탁을 해보지.
부탁이에요, 마스터. 저희를 버리지 말아주세요.
Don't look at me with those puppy dog eyes.
can we just press the dump button?
I soften after seeing Yunho's watery eyes.
Alright, but you guys really have to behave yourselves. There's nothing I can say if the neighbors find out.
걱정하지 마. 유후! 좋았어. 오늘부터 이곳이 우리 본부다, 본부.
They were loud as soon as I was done talking. Tae reheated the food that went cold. I was so used to having breakfast by myself. What just happened? I pick up my chopsticks and look around the table.
I can't get used to this.
Of course, there's nothing to complain about being surrounded by cute boys, what? What?
I've heard people say that to me. Just not about the boys, but me being surrounded by girls, and I never understood it.
I'm surrounded by guys on a regular basis, and it's terrible as a matter of fact.
But aren't they all cute?
I don't fucking know. Lance eating quietly in his usual tidy self and adorable Yunho munching the food like a hamster. Red shouting how delicious everything is every time he puts something in his mouth, and Yuri delicately handling his chopsticks. And Tae is like a father, delighted at everyone enjoying the food. All of them are sitting at this table. Is this really where I live? I couldn't believe the sight in front of my eyes. Living with these people from now on. Is this really not a dream? I live with these awesome guys. They're terrible, though. As reality suddenly hits me, I feel excited.
Hold on, so you guys remember everything that happened when you were dolls?
He looks like a squirrel by the way he chews with a mouthful of food. What is with the squirrel comparisons?
I thought he was a hamster!
물론이죠. 마스터를 처음 만난 날도 마스터가 처음 옷을 사준 날도 다 기억나요.
I meant how they compared her to a squirrel earlier.
그뿐만이 아니야. 난 마이 허니가 어떤 옷을 입고 어떤 음식을 먹었는지도 다 기억하고 있어.
Creepy.
Could you please not call me that? I agree.
나도 그거라면 나도 기억해. 맞다. 옷하니까 말인데 너 그거 어떻게 됐어?
To what?
왜 있잖아. 홈 쇼핑인가? 네가 TV 보다가 갑자기 사야겠다며 난리친 거. 볼륨업 어쩌고 했던 거 같은데. 그건 아직 안 왔어?
OMG. What's he saying?
보면 나한테도 보여줘. 내가 어울리는지 안 어울리는지 봐줄.
이 저질이.
Lance kicked Red in the shin. Red clutched his leg and started rolling
회색
around.
레이스가 달린 그거 말하는 건가? 내 취향은 조금 더 이렇게. 아니 뭐 마이 허니에게 안 어울리는 건 없지만.
Oh god, that's so creepy.
잘은 모르겠지만 마스터는 뭐든 잘 어울릴 거예요. 저도 보고 싶네요.
Yonho looks at me with his innocent smile.
So insanely creepy.
Yep. Well, now that they're mentioning it, it's like, wait. She keeps them in her room. She probably changes in her room.
Yes, I understand.
They're now talking about, like, her changing. I know, right, Death?
Yeah, same. But like,
It's
I
gonna
understand.
be a struggle of a game for us to get there. We're just gonna make fun of it the whole time, I think.
I understand the whole like, yeah, they're dolls. They're gonna see her changing when they're adults. But it's so creepy the way that they're doing that and
Mm-hmm.
talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Well, in this particular moment, the only one I agree with is Lance going, "You perv." Since when? Since when have you guys been observing me? Since they arrived. They just said that.
그래. 당황한 건 이해하지만 진정하고. 아, 따뜻한 차 한 잔 줄까?
I'm already like, can we play something else?
We've already started. We're gonna struggle through this game.
Ugh.
Since when did they see me? Huh? Did they see me when I played with dolls in my own fantasy world and when I ran around with just my underwear on?
이제 와서 말이지만
What?
집에서도 옷은 챙겨 입는 것이 좋다고 생각합니다.
What?
What is he talking about? I am wearing clothes right now.
언제 손님이 찾아올지도 모르고 특히 그 불에 그걸 답답하다고 아무데나 벗어 던지는 것은 자제해 주십시오.
Lance avoided my eyes while speaking, and his ears were slightly red. And listening to that, my ears must have gone 10 times as red.
그러고 보니 예전에 란스 쪽으로 던져서 저 녀석이 그걸 뒤집어 쓴 경험이 있었지?
That's awkward.
It's also a creepy way of saying it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
맞아.
happening.
목석 같은 란스라도 그런 갑작스런 자극은 좀 충격적이었겠지. 그런 건 천천히 익숙해져야 하는데.
Yes. Also, they were dolls. They were dolls. I feel like it's reasonable to not have been wearing a bra at home. Yuri and Tay are quite the couple, even though they don't seem so.
Yeah, restrain yourselves.
They connect through such weird things. Lance starts frowning.
야, 너 아까부터 이상하다. 어디 아파?
Red stopped rolling around in pain and suddenly put both his hands on my cheeks. I felt his big, calloused doll hands wrap around my face. Who the fuck made a doll with calloused hands? I instinctively cringed and backed away at the first touch from a man.
But Death. They should be restraining themselves at every possible point. Stop telling her what to do.
I'm mostly just like, they're dolls. She didn't know that they were watching or that they would ever come to life or whatever. They're inanimate objects. So why are they saying all this as if she should have known?
Because sexism? It's embarrassing.
I basically plan to stop for the day after this scene, though. Like, whenever
Okay,
she
good.
goes to school or whatever.
Okay, good.
뭐야? 너 왜 그렇게 놀래? 혹시 내가 싫으냐?
No, we don't.
No!
Huh? No, that's not it. It's just a little awkward having a guy come up to me so naturally. I am just not used to it. Ah. Ah. Open up for the dentist. I was about to open my mouth to say anything to clear up the uncomfortable air. It was at that moment.
당신이 때리는 줄 알았나 봅니다.
뭐 임마? 야, 너 왜 자꾸 시비야? 오늘
Lethal moves? What the hell is that? Nevertheless, I'm relieved to see Red get all worked up again. The air's been cleared.
Looked a bit gloomy before. Did I see it wrong?
어제 비가 온 덕분에 오늘은 날씨가 맑군요. 환기를 하는 것도 나쁘지 않을 것 같습니다. 묵은 먼지도 털어낼 겸 말이죠.
너 내 말 무시하냐? 그리고 먼지라는 단어를 말할 때 왜 나를 보냐?
Yes, Dad. This entire game's going to just be us collectively hating on them, I think.
Because there's nothing good about any of them.
Yeah. Tay seems the most reasonable so far.
But even he has been doing the same thing as the rest of them.
Mostly, yeah. It's all relative. He's relatively reasonable.
I'll just break. Can I just break his doll?
네가 일어나기 전에 간단하게 집 청소를 좀 했는데 괜찮지?
I still want to know where murder comes into this.
아,
know,
저도
right?
같이 했어요.
Does it
바닥에 있던
come in the form of
물건들은
us
저기에
murdering them?
모아놨어요.
Or
마스터가
them murdering
일어나시면
us?
물어볼까 했는데
I'll accept that too,
너무 오래
honestly, at this
주무셔서
point.
깨우질 못했어요.
Wow, they really did it. I was too surprised to notice everything before, but the living room was indeed really clean. All the cleaning tools I'd taken out to start cleaning and the dirty clothes were all gone.
Pick up to find the house cleaned and breakfast ready. This must be my fairy they must be my fairy godmother.
Yes, these 5 doll boys are your fairy godmother.
Fairy godparents.
Also, god damn it, I said not fairy tale romance. Dolls cleaning and cooking. No one will ever believe this.
자, 잡담은 그만하고 얼른 마저 먹어. 식겠다.
Everyone starts to move their chopsticks at Tay's words.
저기요, 마스터.
Yes?
Now that I think about it, Yunho always calls me master.
걱정하지 마세요. 마스터에게 해가 되는 일은 절대로 안 할게요.
I don't
약속해요.
believe you.
Darn. I was just waiting for them to murder her and then we'd be done with this game. He must have thought I don't trust them. Somehow I start to feel sorry at seeing his nervous face.
It's something like that. Of course I am surprised. Okay. Of course I am surprised, but I'm not worried. I'm actually really happy. Now I can eat with you like this. It's really like a dream. I promise!
Smile, smile, smiley. Smiley, smiley, smiley.
마스터.
Yunho threw his tiny body into my arms. Although, since we were sitting at the table, only his upper body was in my arms.
저요. 진짜로 뭐든지 다 할게요. 마스터를 위해서라면. 그러니까 앞으로도 계속 이렇게 같이 있어주세요.
Okay, kid. Instead of replying, I stroke Yunho's head. Yunho sits straight again and beams. All the rest of the boys seem to be looking at us, but they soon turned their eyes back to the food.
It's actually a bit surreal and nerve-wracking.
Nothing is going to be solved just by worrying, so for now, let's just think about the things right ahead.
Let's see. Right now, the things ahead are...
Food. Let's eat food. Just as someone will plant an apple tree even after the world ends, I have to go to class even after my dolls come to life.
Okay? You can never just run around. I'm supposed to be living here by myself. If you don't be careful and the old man upstairs, our principal sees you, then we're going to be in big trouble.
In the upstairs of this mansion lives the principal of Croby Academy. What?
Wait! She lives
You know
alone!
what? I think this may have been a mistranslation. Because I don't know about Korea, but I think in Japan sometimes they use the word mansion to mean apartment.
Oh.
Although they said it was a mansion after moving places bigger and bigger and bigger for the books. So I'm very confused. And yes, how convenient to the plot. Yes, Death.
Maybe it's just a pretty big apartment?
Yes, I don't know. I mean, I guess that would help explain how she affords this place.
Yeah.
Like utilities-wise. But yes.
But yes, very convenient.
Upstairs, just randomly, the principal lives here.
And it is Croby Academy.
They say he's the principal, but he's an old friend of Grandpa, even though I live here alone and run around, clothingless. He often saw after me since I was little, so I feel like I have another Grandpa.
Because he lives upstairs, my parents must have let me live by myself. I think they stay in contact.
So if he finds about this, things will get serious.
걱정 마. 우리가 애도 아니고 여긴 우리한테 맡겨. 안심 푹 하고 다녀오라고.
Red, you worry me the most. Hasn't been long since we barely stopped Red from trying to patrol the neighborhood after breakfast.
꼬맹이들은 나한테 맡겨. 마음 같아서는 마이허니와 함께 가고 싶은데 우리 사이를 갈라놓는 악마들 때문에 못 가는 날. 내 맘 알지?
Okay, sleazy dude. A few moments ago, I was getting ready to head out when Yuri suddenly came up and grandly announced he was coming with me. If Tay and Lance hadn't stepped up, I'm scared to think what could have happened. You know, Yuri, I think you said the same thing when you received that voice phishing call. He already has a face that sticks out, but the way he moves make him more noticeable. I'm having doubts about whether I can really leave these boys here.
Anyways, I'll be back.
저기 잠깐만요, 마스터.
Yeah.
I was about to pass the living room and head towards the front door when Yunho stopped me. He came towards me, stood on tiptoe, and gave me a peck on the forehead. Mwah!
Yunho?
잘 다녀오시라는 인사예요. 항상 아침마다 우리한테 인사를 해주셨잖아요. 잘 다녀오겠다고요. 그때마다 생각했어요. 그래서 오늘 해봤는데 생각했던 것보다 조금 쑥스럽긴 하지만 그래도 정말로 하고 싶었어요.
Okay, kid.
Yunho.
혹시 불쾌하셨던...
I unknowingly hugged Yunho tightly.
How do you unknowingly hug someone?
His small and warm body was in my arms. Ah, he really is so lovable?
be back, guys.
They were listening to that. They were listening to that goodbye I always said without knowing. I thought I was alone ever since Grandpa died, but there were ones who looked after me by my side. I suddenly choked up at that thought.
늦었습니다. 조심히 다녀오십시오. 길 건널 때 차 조심하고요. 당신은 칠칠치 못한 곳이 있으니까요.
란스도 걱정이 되나 보네. 그래, 모처럼 이렇게 몸도 얻었으니 우리 다 함께 오너를 배웅해 주기로 할까?
No, you should just let her go to school like a normal fucking girl.
걱정한 적 없습니다.
알아. 자, 현관 앞까지 나가자. 밖에 나갈 순 없겠지만 그 정도는 괜찮지?
Tay looked at me for approval, and I did not give it to him.
오, 좋아. 동료가 출격을 하는데 당연히 배웅을 해줘야지. 자, 가자.
Red grabbed my wrist and was about to burst out the front door any minute.
Wait.
나도 함께 가자고 말하고 싶지만 난 꼬맹이들과 함께하는 것보단 둘만의 오붓한 시간을 가지고 싶으니까 패스. 말거니 너무 상심하지 마.
I wasn't disappointed.
잘 다녀오라고. 난 그 사이 목욕이나 해야겠어. 아침부터 몸을 움직였더니 피곤해.
Yuri stretched and headed towards the bathroom. Lance, who didn't seem so keen, was pushed by Tay to come see me off at the front door. It was the first time someone saw me off after Grandpa died. I feel a bit tickly.
밖에까지 나가지 못해서 미안.
잘 다녀오세요, 마스터. 조심하시고요.
Okay, thank you.
밖에서 팍팍 해치우고 얼른 돌아오라고. 기다릴 테니까 말이야. 나 밥 안 먹고 기다릴 거니까 늦으면 화낸다.
What?
Okay.
I say bye to the boys and turn the doorknob. Do we get to leave yet? Okay. At that moment.
이제 가니?
Colonel Sanders 2.0?
Colonel Sanders' gay lover.
Huh? I mean, Mr. Principal.
It just happened that at that very moment I was about to open the door, I caught eyes with the principal heading down. Colonel! Oh no, what do I do? Behind me are healthy boys standing in line. And not just one, but 4. This was serious.
아침부터 활기찬 대답이구나. 활기찬 건 좋은 거지.
Just order some fried chicken.
Yes, that energy we got from Popeyes instead.
Are you heading out already? It's quite early.
그러니? 항상 나오는 시간에 나온 건데.
Really?
그나저나 의외구나. 아침에 이렇게 마주치다니.
I know, right?
Since every morning I barely make it to class on time, I never knew when he headed out.
그런데 뒤에 있는 아이들은 누구니?
Oh no, caught red-handed. I knew he would ask. Of course he would! 4 guys in a house a girl lives alone would naturally seem strange. What do I do? What do I do?
They are cousins. They are my distant cousins from my dad's side. They're studying Korea from this year.
I quickly put forth Yonho.
Africa. His parents are in Africa, so he came to Korea first by himself. Yes. He didn't have a place to stay, so he's staying at my place for a while. Isn't that right, Yonho?
Yes, he looks totally like he's from Africa.
네? 네.
At that moment, the animal food chain I learned at biology class yesterday flashed through my mind. I can't believe I just said Africa. I regretted it as soon as I said it. The principal knew most people in my family, so he was not going to believe a cousin who suddenly appeared out of nowhere. And especially since I said he's from Africa. In one word, doomed. Doomed.
I'm gonna sing the Doom song.
Please go ahead.
No.
You said you were gonna sing it. Why aren't you singing?
No.
I think Death would love to hear your singing.
No.
Sing, 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 sing.
Sing a line.
I am doomed. Doom song, doom song, doom song.
Continue.
Doom song, doom song,
No.
doom song.
It's making a reference. I'm not gonna sing it.
그렇구나. 기특하기도 하지. 공부를 하러 이 먼 곳까지 온 게로구나. 배움에 있어 거리는 장애가 되지 않지.
What?
그럼 나머지도?
Huh? Oh, yes. Pretty similar. Oh, look at me. I'll introduce them. This is the son of a cousin's friend. This is the son of that friend's in-laws. And this friend here is the son of that in-law's cousin.
So we have a cousin's friend's son. Yes, a cousin's friend's son.
That friend's in-law's son.
A cousin's friend's in-law's son. And a cousin's friend's in-law's cousin's son. Great. Someone please shut my mouth for me. The more I speak, the more my words become a mess.
모두 다 유학 온 거니?
Yes.
그래, 다들 기특하구나. 기회가 된다면 젊을 땐 많이 배우는 게 좋지.
He believes me.
그러고 보니
No.
내가 어릴 적엔 말이다. 배우고 싶어도 배울 수가 없던 시절이 있었단다. 어디 보자.
While being happy at him believing my story, he started unraveling his old stories as he always did. When he starts to tell old stories, he never stops. Sometimes he tells them to us during the assemblies, but does he know how all the kids drown in despair when that happens?
I'm used to it. I think it's a bit harsh to have a 3-hour-long assembly, Grandpa.
And now he was about to start his story.
Grandpa, I have to head out soon.
He moved on to telling old stories. Does that mean he really believed me? For now, let's just get out of here.
아, 이런. 내가 또 이야기에 심취했구나. 그래, 시간을 빼앗은 걸 사과할 겸 오늘은 다 같이 가도록 하자. 밑에 차를 대기시켜 놓았으니 타렴.
You know, somehow that sounds really weird. To show up at school in your principal's car.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that, this feels inappropriate.
All together in the car. What?
What did you just say, Grandpa?
뭘 그리 놀라니? 어차피 너희 집에 온 거라면 이 근처 아카데미에 가려던 거 아니었니?
Yes, that's true.
No way.
근처에 있는 아카데미는 우리 아카데미밖에 없지 않니? 마침 잘 됐구나. 내가 같이 가서 서류 수속을 도와주마.
And so they forged identities. Ah! Isn't there a saying that says, give him enough rope and he will hang himself? The lies I've made to cover up the crisis right in front of me has led to a bigger crisis. To the academy with these four? And with the principal too?
Dear God, what did I do to deserve such suffering?
I suddenly remembered the time I bailed out of class cleaning duties to buy Kroby dolls newly released doll outfits at their showroom. I can't believe Karma is acting up like this.
But it's only
Can't
the
do
4.
this. Huh?
It's only the 4.
Yes. Because Yuri went to go take a bath, remember?
Oh boy.
He's gonna get out of his bath and just be like, oh, everybody left. Even if I'm misunderstood, I have to say that I just brought boys to my house. I'll say they just came to hang out. course, he might find it strange that they slept over, but they look tidy, so I could just stick to it. It's better than taking them to the academy. Yes, of course it is.
Grandpa?
왜
Honestly, what happened is...
밖이 소란스러운 거 보니 잘 됐다.
Oh god!
마현이 뭐 좀 하나만 묻자. 이 샴푸 말이야 손상 모발용이야?
The water drops glistening on his slender, shirtless body made me feel dizzy. Under his waist was a single towel, barely covering him up. At that moment, Tay and I used all our reflexive muscles to block the door. Dear God, I will never bail from cleaning duties ever again. I will live my life as a devout nun. So please tell me Grandpa did not just see this.
이제 와서 새삼스레 그럴 게 뭐 있어? 이미 우린 서로 볼 거 다 본 사이인데. 그러니까 부끄러워하지 말고 이거 열어.
Shut up! Shut up!
방금 그건
I've lost all words. Your grandpa? I'm so grateful that he would give us a ride. Wow, this will be so comfortable. There's no place better than our academy around here, is there? Guys, you guys are all really blessed. Now, let's get going. Hurry, hurry. Grandpa, you too.
마스터, 잠깐만요. 저희는
네. 마스터?
Oh my god, what are you saying? Oh, you mean the animation we saw yesterday? What? What was it called? Was it... No love for even a phony hipster stuck in junior high? The main character sounds like this. What?
She's just making things up randomly. She's rambling, trying to get out of it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Finish your line.
Dark Flame Master.
야, 너 갑자기 왜 그래? 아침 잘못 먹었냐?
우리 전학이 이렇게 빨리 진행되어서 당황했나 보지. 자, 얼른 가자. 수업에 늦겠다.
See,
I hate all of this already.
yeah, I will say again, Tay is not good, but he is the most sensible one here. Tay was the only one who understood. Thanks, Tay. You're the only one I can count on, except you're also kind of a dick.
녀석, 그렇게 서두르지 않아도 된단다. 그것보다 아까
Did you just call them cuties?
Yep.
Wow, why do I miss the classroom so much today? Just feel like studying right now.
Before anyone had the chance to say anything more, I forced Grandpa and the boys into the car. And we ditched Yuri, shirtless and basically naked, in the living room with the door shut in front of him. Gonna save here, I think. And stop. We're still in the prologue.
학교는 다녀왔어? 고생 많았어, 달링.
Come to think of it, why is his head in the banister?
But that's so him.
Kind of? Anyway, that's it. Come back next time for more Nameless bashing, I guess.
Are you sure we want to do this?
No, I'm not sure.
We
we've
can
already started.
switch.
Huh?
We can switch.
We can, but what would you rather play?
hats at this point. I think I'd rather play the KFC game right now.
What are you talking about? We already have Colonel Sanders in this game.
Sorry,
Oh,
no, this
Dad,
wasn't
it's okay.
your
It's not your fault.
You didn't know.
None of us knew how bad this would be.
Yeah. Gosh dang it. Thanks for coming.
Yes. Thanks for coming back. I hope you don't leave us again because of this.
I wouldn't blame you.
I couldn't blame you if you did, but I'd be sad. Alright, so Wednesday? Back to a regular schedule, I think.
That's good with me.
And it'll be October!
Spoopy!
Spoopy! Maybe we should switch just because it'll be October and we can break out all of the spoopy games.
How many spoopy games are there?
Well, remember, I bought a game called Speed Dating for Ghosts.
Alright, we can date ghosts!
We've got Speed Dating for Ghosts, we've got Monster Prom, we've got Blood Code, which I think was about vampires, and Hakuoki, which is definitely about vampires, who also happen to be samurai. Oh, and there's one called Demon Heart. I don't know a lot about that one.
Interesting.
We'll pick one of those.
It will be spoopy.
Spoopy! And not as bad as this. Oh, happy early birthday!
Oh yes, happy birthday! Hope you have a good birthday.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's it. I think we're done for today. I think we are very done with this for today and probably for a bit.
I'm shaking my head.
Thanks
a lot.
for joining and bye!
Bye.